Hey everybody, hope you're having a great day. This will be my follow-up video on the Pixel 9 Pro. I've been using it now for several weeks, and so this is an update video to give you my thoughts on it. I copied from the Pixel 6 Pro to the Pixel 9. It took about 40 minutes for it to copy all the information over I believe it uses Bluetooth or um, and then later on Wi-Fi. It took about 40 minutes, probably about an hour in total to get up and running. The only disadvantage during that is on the new phone, it opted to create a digital SIM. And so that transfer occurred, which meant my old phone lost service while this phone was still setting up. So noted, if you're doing that process, be prepared for about an hour maybe where you may not have any cellular connection. At least that was my experience, as I lost the ability on my old phone to call or text while the new phone was transitioning that SIM card. Um, my primary reason I upgraded was for I was having some charging issues with my Pixel 6, and battery life was starting to be a little bit shorter. The battery life on this phone solid. By the end of the day, I sometimes still have 50% left. A lot of that's just new phone, new battery. It's going to last longer, but it does seem like it is lasting longer than even the 6 did when it was new. Um, where I was with the 6 after 3 years is it was getting close. Sometimes it would die before the end of the day. So that was a big reason for the upgrade. As far as the phone itself, a couple negatives. The new Edge, I call it the iPhone look. It has the curved edges and then the more straight edges on it. Oddly enough, the first couple days of holding it, I actually was cramping right here. Just I think because of that little bit wider point of holding it, especially when you put the case on, it felt thicker, even though it's thinner than the 6 because I didn't get the XL. If I had gotten the XL, I'm actually glad I went with the smart one. So I do have fairly small hands. If I had done the XL, which was more comparable to what this my 6 Pro was, then it would have probably be even more difficult to hold. So that was interesting. It doesn't bother me now after a couple days. It feels very different in the hand than the 6, and so that's something to be mindful of if you really like the Pro 6 and how it feels in the hand. Um, that's something you're gonna have to get used to. The biggest selling points of the phone to me, one is nice that it has the Face ID, so the fingerprint scanner to unlock is is very quick. It's almost like you're just pushing a button. The 6 sometimes would have that delay, and then the Face ID that unlocked immediately. So a lot of times as I'm picking it up to press the fingerprint, the Face ID will unlock it before my fingerprint hits. So that's really nice. The unlocking of it much smoother, much faster. The camera is better. You have a 5x optical zoom, which is nice. You get a little bit more of that zoom in, and I've used that a couple times. And then, the digital zoom with the AI. I've zoomed all the way in at something across the street and used the AI artificial zooming to even get closer and like produce like a line. I don't know, just something you can't even see with your own eyes through the zoom of the lens. So that's very solid. But again, if you have the 6 Pro, it's not miles ahead of anything. Um, you know, People would always want to use my phone to take the pictures, right? Compared to like an iPhone or something like that. The 6 Pro was really good, and this is just even better. So it's not a primary reason, to upgrade. It is better. So you're going to notice it. The AI stuff is okay. They're some of the new features that the 9 offers, they work. It's just a matter of whether you're going to use them. So you can look at Google's marketing to see what those features are, and if and so far I don't think they're rolling them back to the 6, although they could theoretically in the future. So camera's amazing. Yeah, so review on it, I'd say mixed. If I had paid full price for this phone, Might be like, don't know if it was worth it. Now I traded in my 6 Pro because Google at that time had a good trade-in for it. It was about half the price. Like I said, I did not do the Pro 6 or Pro 9 XL. I just, went with the smaller version. The XL would have been $100 more. Not sure if that would have been worth it or not. So if your Pixel Pro 6 is working great and you're having no complaints at all about it, I would say keep your Pixel Pro 6 and just wait for the next one to see if it's even that much better. If you're having issues with battery, if you just have been thinking like me, when will I get the next Pixel? So if you're having any issues, or you just really have that itch to get the new phone, it's great. I mean, I have no complaints with it. I don't have a desire to go back to the 6. Do I miss the larger screen? Not really, because I'm not a big content person, but I will say if you're going from the Pro 6 XL to just the regular Pro 9, it is smaller, and especially with those more curved edges, it feels smaller. So you will notice that the phone is smaller, and because it's, like I said at the beginning, because it doesn't have the rounded edges as much, it will still feel big in the hand, I guess. So some things to keep in mind. Like I said, mixed on it. If you like your Pixel Pro 6, or I guess the 7 or 8, I've never used one of those. It doesn't seem like there's enough to really force an upgrade unless you really want those AI features and you really want that little bit better camera functionality. So there you have it. That is the thoughts. If you have any questions on the device specifically, feel free to post a comment below. I will try to respond to those as soon as I can if you have questions on any exacts on it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else of note. I guess there is only one speaker on the bottom. I believe the 6 had 2. I don't notice it being any quieter. I've seen some people in reviews say that the 9 is slightly fuller in sound. Again, I don't watch enough content to really notice that. I would say it's about the same as the Pixel 6. Sound volume wise, I still have problems where it just feels like it isn't loud enough, both on talking on the phone and when listening to stuff. I wish I had a little bit more volume. That's nothing specific to this. It's been an issue on phones in general. And the volume controls on the side are in the same place. They have a little bit more of a click to them now. That's, again, just a preference thing. It feels more quality because you get this click, but then there's, you just have to get used to that difference in texture. So there you have it. That is the look at the Pixel 9 Pro. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it back in my case here. Maybe. There you have it. So thank you guys for watching. And like I said, any questions, post them in the comments below. If I come up with anything else, I'll always do a follow-up video. Have a great day.